Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the second part here of 316. John, take it away.
All right. Well, all the eggs are in the basket. Lucille flips the dropship, goes into a dive. Everyone gets sort of pinned against the ceiling on the dropship, and she goes, and we see above and behind you the piping finishing its explosive trajectory. B detonates and separates from the support structure, and it's burning from within. And then you see it's the anti-gravity systems underneath it like flicker and die, and its entire weight goes onto the walkway system between B and A, and that immediately just snaps apart in a shower of wreckage. And the dark, like, B goes sailing downwards through the maelstrom, all of its systems flashing with the power overload. And as it gets deeper down, you see that the dark clouds below you are not entirely clouds. They're like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of manta bats, and they just like swarm the whole thing, like cover it, so it's blotted from sight, and then all you can see is darkness as it disappears into the maelstrom.
Right.
Goodbye, then. Now you don't even have to lie on your report. This thing is actually fucked. Lucille writes the dropship, and she's talking to Banshee. He's asking for orders essentially, and the other platoon is halfway between A and C, and the whole station is like seriously coming apart now. So he's asking. He saw what Lucille did. He's kind of asking, like, you don't expect me to do that, right? Like, someone has a plan. Who has the plan? Get, and she's relaying comms back to you. And as we established last time, Strash, like, Lieutenant Young kind of threw her weight around with the platoons in the mess hall. And even though the other platoon technically has a leader, Lieutenant Tyrrell, they've kind of been doing what you say. So it's up to you how you want to handle this. If you just expect Lieutenant Tyrrell to get his shit together and organize his team properly, or if you're going to step in and, like, command.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna have to make the calls here. And largely because they're not in a position, like, they're under attack by the storm and the environment, and this station is kind of done. Like, at this point, as you mentioned, like, I don't even have to rely on a report. This is not really salvageable.
I will say, to factor into your command decision here, it is technically possible still to get the gases off of C, but it'll be, I mean, it's like looking at an oil rig that's on fire and starting to sink, and someone goes, I bet we could get some of the oil off of that. Like, that's the situation. It's doable, maybe, but it would be like mayhem and danger to even.
Also, potentially Rebecca and Patrick are still in C.
Potentially.
Actually, Patrick was stated as being spotted on B, which means that even if he was alive and we did a sweep and clear and didn't find his body, he is somewhere at the bottom of that ocean. So I think what we're going to do is as follows. I am going to start organizing the actual, like, departure from this thing that is going to die horribly in a matter of time. And I'm going to record a message for Lucille, because we don't, like, we've tried comms, we've tried communicating with any of them, we've listened at all frequencies. If Patrick and or Rebecca are alive, they're not communicating via that. So I think I'm just gonna have her, like, we're going to cover the other team as they load up, and we're gonna have her, like, push her lights onto C, because, like, the other two have ostensibly been swept and cleared. And just blare, like, hey guys, we're about to leave. If you want to lift, you need to get the fuck out to the doors, like, now. And yeah, that's it. We're gonna send our message out. If we see a tech, we'll grab them. If we don't see a tech, we're gonna help support our troops as they load up and everything, and get the hell out of here.
All right,
but so metafictionally, we know there are 4 more pips, right, or 4 more dots of aliens to kill.
We have one of 2 options. But I'm not invoking the mechanical option of the dropship. And it's a drop pod, sorry. what I'm saying is I am expecting that either a tech is going to appear somewhere on top of the thing and we're going to have to pick them up, which is when those things will pounce, or when we're supporting our teammates who are in trouble, that's what that's going to look like. So
Okay.
That's not a bad guess. Not a bad guess.
I mean, I'm putting my foot in the fire intentionally.
Yeah, like
So-
I gripe about this order, being like, you must really love this place, LT. You know, I just can't get away from it.
I only half jokingly say reminds me of home. I like deadpan. You can't tell if I'm serious or not, but if you recall from my strength, I actually did grow up on a mining rig.
Yeah, and actually, I don't think I knew that. I really don't think I knew that.
It was a 0G mining rig, but yeah.
Nice.
Right. I'm just thinking, like, we just got our asses almost destroyed in an explosion, and now the first thing you're thinking about is wanting to go back for more. And it's just like, oh.
Come on, Goodman. Don't you say you love your job every morning?
Yeah, but I already said it. I can't say it twice. You jinx it.
So Lucille bounces her signal off of Banshee's bird, and you get Tyrell on the line, and it's like, this is Tyrell. See, orders. What do you tell Tyrell? You want them to wait on the walkway, or do you want them to what? Where is the thing happening?
So this is a question for John. How good of a pilot is Chief's counterpart? I forget his name off the top.
Good. You do not yet know his actual NFA score. You haven't worked with him, but good. Just to be a pilot, typically you're gonna have good at NFA. So
I fictionally don't 100% know what the easiest kind of configuration here is, but I try to give him a "we'll support you, do the best, land in this region." Like, they don't need to make, they don't need to make, like, try and get it as close as you can. You don't have to do it while the station's blowing up. Just, do the best you can with what you got.
I love this. This is like the classic lieutenant thing. They're in trouble. The station's exploding. They're under attack. And they call for orders like, what should we do? And you're like, use your best discretion. They're like, God damn it.
Hey, I earned my stripes. I get to say it now.
Use your best. Thanks a lot.
Well, they're over on the other pod, right? I mean, they're in like
they're on the pipes like us.
Oh, they were.
Yeah. You guys were doing like a group move, pincher movement on C.
Well, but their pipe was intact, right? Should we just all meet up at B?
B is gone.
B is gone.
C is still there.
Yeah.
I'll switch this over.
I thought you meant C, and I figure that's probably where we're all going.
That's essentially what we were talking about with the lieutenant here. The plan was to meet up at C.
Yeah, we were headed this direction, and if I recall, they were headed this direction.
Correct.
So actually, yeah, it does look like their pipe is actually put together. So if they can meet us at C, that might be the easiest pickup point. Good call there, Pasternak.
I pop a stick of radium gum and start blowing bubbles. My ears popped when we had to do that weird thing.
Mike, yeah, okay, thanks, John, for just removing B entirely.
Oops.
My question, real quick, is this whole platform listing now to a side because of like the explosion? Like, were they,
both of them together are sort of twisting a little bit, and the walkway is groaning and.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say this whole place isn't stable. It was set up to be a triangle, not have a third of it explode off and be okay. That's what I thought. I mean, I don't think Goodman knows that, but I was just wondering that as a player. Okay.
It's designed with multiple redundancies.
Right.
It's crash.
I mean, auto rotation on helicopters is kind of what I'm expecting here. It's going to go down. It's going to buy us time and stabilize as much as it can for a bit.
Yeah. All right.
So those are the like major fires and explosions indicated on there.
Oh yeah.
And I just broke Lucille's dropship in half. My bad.
Oh,
no.
It's all right.
We're in that. Don't do that.
She's moving up into a higher orbit, basically like an attacking position. in a circle around the pickup point. And currently, you said use your own discretion. Banshee turns. You see the back dropship ramp come down, and he pitches his nose down and is basically going to do what Lucille did, because he's like, okay, well, we're getting out of here. I'm just going to do that. So
They make a roll.
let's do everything at once, because Strash was prescient on this point. The aliens are attacking here. I mean, they're already doing it. Like, you see over there by the explosion of A, swarms of them stretching their bodies into that smaller form so they can dart into the holes of A and start feeding on the power discharges. And same thing with C. That both hubs are starting to get swarmed now. And in the clouds swirling around the walkway, it's the same thing. Like, the other platoons start shooting, and you see, like, okay, they're being attacked in the sense that the whole thing is going down, and the place is being covered by bat mantas. So let's test for dominance to start, and then we will do rescuing the guys and killing aliens and all that during the fight.
Awesome. By the way, John, just as a point, since our last fight went pretty well, I don't believe any of us are messes anymore.
You are correct. That is a very good point.
Yay, we're good at the game.
Yeah, that actually really matters. So,
Yeah.
Nice. All right, so I'm all in. I got 4 tokens, and we're gonna test for dominance. I assume you want Lucille to roll.
Yes.
And
And I will roll. Pasternak, do you want in, or do you want to
Yeah,
let?
I'll get in.
All right, let's do it.
Default attack position alpha. AKA Goodman doesn't roll.
Oh!
Uh-oh. Oh,
Ah, it's Sebasu.
Ooh.
It was close.
Ooh. That would have been bad. Remember how you said we weren't a mess? Yeah, forget that. Oh, good job. You saved us from that.
Very close. Very close.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and the aliens. I have to roll for them.
Didn't you?
What? I was rolling for Lucille.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Why is it doing that? Just eating my roll.
Yeah, that's a good question, actually.
I don't know. All right, 5. So highest roll is a PC. Highest success is PC.
You set the yeah.
You set the range, yeah. And,
No
and
ambush.
this will be technically true for the whole engagement, for both platoons.
I think we're just gonna go with far for now, just because like we're in the air and we're firing down on them. We've got some position and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right,
It makes it a lot harder for me to use my exploding bodies. So
I can't disagree that is half of what I'm thinking about now.
yeah.
Question. Lucille's ship doesn't have some kind of like ball turret gunner thing,
No,
does it?
she can use the weapons, and you guys can fire from the dropship. With your
So like I actually have people go out into the little like open the doors and take
like a little bird, kind of like on the sides of it, kind of thing, or
Yep.
yeah.
And,
There's the back ramp that can take the AC, but then there's side doors that slide open for like quick trooping.
yeah, like a Huey. Yeah.
Like, yeah. I mean, they're not huge. They're like small for Marines, but you can just rack those open and shoot out the sides.
Okay.
So yeah, I think I'm going to give like command, like I'm going to put like the fire squads on each side and be like, all right, so we're going to sweep under when we're coming in. You guys are firing. When we're pulling like back up the other side, you guys are firing. And I'm like, all right, Lucille, this is what I want you to watch for, kind of stuff.
John, does Lucille's dropship have any nose art?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. And because of her call sign, I think it's like classic World War II bomber nose art. It's like a lady in a sailor outfit.
It's I Love Lucy, man.
Very long leg. Yeah. Red hair.
Yeah, pinup girl looking.
It probably is Lucille Ball, actually, if you know the old Hollow vids.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, she's like saluting in her like sailor outfit.
Okay. Yeah.
Says Lucille in script.
Okay, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So I'm fighting, obviously, with the aliens. They're basically in a frenzy, of this is the most explosion of radiant energy they've had. All the new hatchlings are trying to feed. The aliens are fighting each other over the resources. You see two of them like grappling with each other and spinning out of the sky as they're fighting over this piece of burning wreckage and trying to feed off its energy. So yeah, it's a target-rich environment. That's what I'm saying. So is everyone fighting?
Yep.
And Strash, you're commanding the dropship, right?
Yes, I am. I've used my good stat this one time.
Right. Oof, I succeed, but it's a 2.
All right.
Not great.
Morgan misses with an 8.
Ooh.
Eric succeeds. You still got your thing flipped around.
Yeah, flip the symbol, but yeah.
Oh yeah, because I'm just using the up arrow. Let me fix that next time.
I succeed with a 7.
Yeah, you go first.
So Eric, I'm ask you for a thing, and you can decide whether you want to do the thing or not. But I feel like I should land the shot here, and then if you can cancel their action, we're basically in a really good position.
Yeah.
And it makes sense with suppressing fire. And I'm sorry, but you're going to be seeing a lot of cat on stream for a couple minutes.
Oh no,
that's fine. Oh no, cat on a Twitch channel.
Cat on the internet.
What will we do? Oh no, everybody! The horror.
This is Nemo, everybody. He has been trying to chew on my feet for like the past half hour.
Oh, little baby.
Yeah. So all right, let's do this. I think that's what I do is I'm having Lucille take out certain sections or like blow actually interestingly I have her fire a little bit up as we're coming in, and then when the section lights up and there's fire and we see a bunch of the bats go on it, and then I have her cannon it down.
Nice.
So D10 kills, I assume?
D10 kills, yep.
Yeah.
5.
5, nice.
There's no fire teams on the ground between A and C, right?
There might be. They're currently trying to load into a dropship. That's part of what we're covering.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, the other platoon is doing the bucket challenge.
Right. They're all on the beam between it.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. The wind bucket challenge. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay.
I'm gonna roll for them at the end of the round.
All right. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna follow your. Is this? I don't think this is in order. I think this just goes without like you prompting me, but it mechanically is the. I'm gonna spend my turn negating the rest of the round.
You're gonna cancel the aliens action.
Yeah, I'm gonna cancel the aliens action, which means I don't do any damage, right?
You don't do damage. Yeah. But neither do they. So you whatever Goodman does, you can tell us. Whatever you do stops the aliens from attacking.
Yeah.
Either of the dropships.
Yeah, I probably like. I buy them time. I think what happens is I do enough suppressing fire that I kill the ones that are close by, and then I end up accidentally shooting the door down and like sealing them in for a little bit before they find another way out of A to get to everyone else. Maybe.
Yeah, that makes sense. Maybe it's like we've already seen like Elric on full blast.
Yeah. Just
like decimating a whole facility, so maybe you cut loose with it and it's just like filling the sky with shots.
Yeah, exactly. And rather than hitting something, John, I hit something that locks the door down, or maybe the fire or something hit the suppression and it like sealed the door. It wasn't me, but like something like that, right? So buying time for other people. Totally. Yeah.
So the bats, things that were crawling across the pipes, and the ones that they're threatening to ruin the bucket maneuver, they all get blasted away. Like your kill counter isn't going up for some reason. You're like, damn it.
I only knocked them off the platform, and then they can fly back or something.
Yeah, or maybe even Elric, like it like shears pieces off that they're attached to instead of hitting them.
They all.
No.
Yeah,
0, 0, 0, 0. Damn it.
Yeah, and I hit it again and like reload it, getting ready to charge. All All right.
Strauss, you're in command. Why don't you roll for Banshee's maneuver? Banshee has a 7 in FA. Not quite as good as Lucille, but still pretty good.
Pulling it off.
Nice. Well, he has to roll against the AA, just like you guys did. So a 3 is okay. I got a 2. Wow, I thought that was going to be the one.
Believe, fam. Believe.
Oh my god. That was kind of unlikely, actually. But yeah, nice.
That's why we roll dice.
That's right. So they do it. The door, they like blow the door open on their side and then run out and go over the side. They don't even clip their carabiners in. Banshee's just like passing by, and they're all like jumping in free fall, like into the back. And there's bats swooping, and there's shooting everywhere, and it works. Unbelievable. Okay, you take out 1 token, Strauss, and next round. So now you get a confirmation, like pickup successful. And the 2 dropships start to turn and into the orbital turn around the facility here together. Lucille she loads your recording and is like, this is all we got, and like broadcasts the message to, if anyone's still on the station, like kiss your ass goodbye. So she's doing like one more pass essentially to just make sure that someone isn't there before she starts boosting out. And I'm attacking, of course. Is everybody fighting, or is anyone doing something fancy?
Same as last time.
Somebody should be ready to pick up somebody.
If
Potentially,
we
right?
see them, they're not out yet, so to speak.
Right.
And they may not be out yet, but we'll try.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll be fighting.
Or unless the concept is that Lucille is going to be the one, quote unquote, making that roll to go pick them up, right?
Is there
then everyone else is fighting, because I presume if you're fighting, you can't pick them up.
She could do that if you want to be very conscientious. Instead of her attacking, you could have her like on the sensors or whatever, or like doing a quick flyby of the exit points or something else. If you wanted to, yeah, you could.
Yeah, what do you think, LT?
It all goes in the post mission report, so it's up to you what you want to say that you did.
I don't know what the right answer is.
It's not that. It's just fictionally speaking, we are broadcasting and looking. But if we don't actually see somebody coming out, there isn't really a roll per se to be made. We could have the seal fly a pattern that actually like keeps most of those places on the sensors. But right now,
right. I'm just thinking
we're
that
chasing a ghost.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking like if this was like another game, to use D&D's language, it's like I'm readying to pick them up rather than saying I'm attacking the dude, right? Like I'm making it so rather than my turn being spent attacking a guy, meaning I can't pick someone up, if they do show up, I'm kind of like reserving my time to do this.
Right,
thing.
but if there's nothing to be done right now, then you're not rolling.
But that's what we're looking for. So like
Cool.
anyway, okay, doesn't matter. We're digressing. We're good.
I think it's fine. Maybe I'll do that. The LT is definitely concerned about people, much more so than the rate of combat per se, because we're not currently in grave danger. So John, I think that is what I'll be doing. Like, can I run? Wait, I have the machine that goes beep.
You want to use the weird scanner thing?
Yeah. I think between Lucille's sensors and the weird scanner thing, I'm looking to see if there's any humans left in the facility, if they're like bolting for a door and things like that to try and grab them.
Yeah, if you give her that order, then you can both roll in a Fata scan and like get some definitive answer, like we found a body or we found a heartbeat, or
that's what we're doing. Let's do it.
Yeah, you can do that. Okay. This is Lucille. Yeah, you both succeed. And the aliens. And I don't see Pasternak. Have you? Okay.
So I will.
Delayed. Okay, everyone succeeds, and first is Young. Alan, a 6.
Tell me about my definitive answer, sir.
Yeah. So Lucille, like, the dropship doesn't have like Star Trek style sensors. Like, I'm detecting life signs. It has radar. It has like thermal optics.
Yeah, I figured it would have like a green section with some thermals on the inside, which are like blaring, and like I'm trying to like filter them out or something.
Exactly. Yeah. Maybe you plug the scanner software into the thing or something. Like, you guys are working together, right? So you like connect the stuff.
I was wondering if you could use that plunger scanner thing, but probably not. The thing that
Yeah, no, that's what we're talking about. Yeah,
That's
the,
what we're using.
like the weird scanner vacuum thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you you do discover a human shaped heat signature on A, around the mid deck. And like Lucille gets it on the thermals, and then you're able to refine the reading with the software on the scanner thing, and you can see that it's definitely a living person. They're like huddled up in a ball in some tiny space, like a tool locker or something, maybe. Yeah, but that's it. That's the only. There's nothing else living on the station.
Awesome. So because this is purely cinematic and it's still NFA, I will ask you if, as part of the action, we can maybe like flip over to some like depleted uranium rounds kind of stuff, like heavy slug shot, and see if we can like just cut a hole into the, like near that area to give them an exit. Like not through the area, just like near the area.
To give them an exit, like out into the sky.
How toxic is this Atmo?
It's it over long exposure, it's toxic, but short exposure is fine.
Yeah, so just to give them a path to get out that doesn't involve like 6 stories of climbing and doors and access codes and blowing up station. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
this is the I'm going for the, you know, Bishop piloting in the dropship scene from Aliens, right?
Totally. I mean, like next round, now that you've identified where they are, you can have Lucille make make FA roll to like bullseye holes, or you could do it too. Actually, you can help with your weapon probably. That's a thing you can try. Yeah, it's very dangerous to fire the dropship's autocannon towards a person, but that's a thing you could. I mean, you've already done it once in this episode.
Near a person.
You had her shoot right past your own head earlier, so you know it's.
Yeah, but I have Mandelbright.
Well, this person's in a tool locker. It'll be fine.
It'll totally be fine. Yeah, maybe you can just shoot the tool locker free and then pick it up. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So that's on 6. 4. Goodman, you're up next.
All right, let me roll my damage. So what this looks like is, I mean, once again, I'm shooting out one of those side panels. I think there's probably a couple of these bats, I'm calling them Letromantas, flying out sort of like the cracks and crannies, probably not the top of it, where the lightning tower is and stuff like that, but I imagine there's probably like, at this point, cracks and fissures that they're like screaming through and just trying to basically play duck hunt here. Which is difficult because they're not all packed together. They're jumping in different directions, so I have to like really take my time. And I'm definitely trying to kill things now. I'm not just using Elric full blast here. I have to keep it. Oh, I only get 1. Damn it.
Oh boy.
I only get 1 good kill.
Yep. Yeah, lots of shooting. It's getting harder and harder to distinguish them as the fires are dying and the station is completely powering into dark. Like it's pitch dark except for the searchlights. So you have split seconds to shoot at these things, but you managed to catch one of them with Elric. And then must be Pasternak because I think I go last. Oh no, the aliens.
No, it's the aliens.
Yeah. Yeah, I can. No, I can't move Pasternak actually because you guys are all on the dropship.
You could pull me out of there.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's true. You have the doors open because you're shooting.
Yeah, he might be clipped in, so he wouldn't die, but he'd be hanging, which is definitely sounds like near range to me. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So what I want to do is cancel and move Pasternak, but I don't think I can do both of those things.
That you can't do.
But I'm gonna check because I'm the GM and I mean, just in case it's possible. Let's just see here. On a success, okay. FA. Yep. Succeed on FA before your opponent. You can also change range by 1 step at the end of your turn. Move the PCs and da. Or wait. On a success, you can cancel your own success so that everyone yet to act in the round now fails. If you succeed on all right, that is the technical wording of the rule.
Yeah, either cancel the success or succeed. Yeah.
In canceling my success, I no longer succeed it to be able to move you.
Right.
I wanted to make sure. Because if I can do that, I really want to be able to do that. So now we know.
You can still move me and attack and hit me.
I can move and hit you, and then you do a kill, and I have 1 token left. Or I can hope for a really good roll next turn and try to get you guys before you go. Mm-hmm. No, I think they're gonna. This is always the thing in 316. We've been talking about the meta. As we've been playing this. So for people playing at home and learning how to play 316, this is an interesting thing for the GM, an interesting question to consider for the GM. There's a bit of a mini game here, right? And the players do it too, where you're trying to optimize token killing versus range changing versus protecting troopers, all that kind of stuff. And I'm playing that game a little bit too. This comes up in Burning Wheel and other games at Torchbearer that have these kind of mini games. Are you playing the minigame as a player, or are you playing the characters and making decisions that they would do? Like, well, the goblins wouldn't do that, so I'll choose this action for them, even though it's suboptimal. And this is a similar kind of thing. Like, am I role playing the Mantabats and making choices based on that, or am I trying to make the best move in the minigame? And I don't have a good answer to that question. I think it's an interesting thing to think about. There's no like one right answer to that at all. In this case, though, I think sort of role play makes sense that they would, given the opportunity to drag a Marine out of the thing and try to feed on his armor and stuff, they would totally do that. So yeah. Let's say they do. So I'm going to pull you to near, Morgan, and do a kill. I do a kill to all of you, actually, but
right.
We'll describe that in the fiction in a second. It's obvious what they're doing to Pasternak as a kill.
So it's like one flew into the ship, hit Pasternak, and it's kind of caught him dangling out of it, and it's swooping around again to come back to him.
They've been hitting the ship here and there. Like there's sort of this wet slapping noises as Lucille's like banging into them as she flies because you can't really see them very well. And there's one of these bangs, and then it goes and like slips sideways, and out of the corner of your eye, Pasternak, you see this flappy plastic black sheet, like wetly flailing around as it goes under the engine. And it's like a moment of disbelief, I think, when it doesn't get sucked back into the storm. It just goes like right towards you. And the next thing you know, you're pulled out of the side of the ship. You're hanging in the harness.
In a jet wash.
In the jet wash, just getting buffeted around. Yep, and this thing is clung to you and like it wrapped around your armor, and you see it face to face now. They have these kind of octopus type mouth thing on the underside of their sheet body, and these sensor very simplistic eyes, like little eye cup eyes, all around the mouth, and it's biting and trying to crack your armor and get at the delicious energy inside your suit.
Okay.
delicious energy.
And I think everyone else taking
I love that.
Everyone else taking a kill here is the dropship, just like it's getting covered in these things. The density of aliens is starting to get really high, and Lucille's like trying to move out of the swarm, and they're wrapping around the thing and sticking to the wings, and one of the engines briefly like flares and dies for a second, and the whole thing pitches, and everyone inside gets thrown around and smashed against the ear restraints. And
what does Chief say over the comms when this is happening? Like, we need to go, I can't do this anymore, or it's like, this is fine, I know what I'm doing. You know, is she confident here, or
yeah, she doesn't
nothing?
say. Nope. She grits her teeth, and she's not gonna. Yeah, she's not gonna say anything. And this is kind of typical for her. Like, you know that she's good. She's always got it. She's up for anything. That's her reputation. So yeah, you see her face reflected in the canopy there, and she's just like white knuckle, like it's okay. I got one engine. It's fine. Everything's fine. That's on 4, and then Pasternak on 3.
All right, I got a question. Since you have moved me, is that actually changed the range of my weapon, or is it?
Yes, you are at near now.
Okay, I'm at near.
Yep.
All right, so basically, just because I've been having fun doing it, the bayonet of my energy rifle goes through the thing and slices it in half, and then I'm kind of like out there in the wind and buffeted, and I'm going to I see all of the ones surrounding the dropship and I'm just going to start hosing them down.
Nice.
So I got 9
I
of
think
them.
this actually is better for you, right?
Pretty much, yeah. Honestly.
9. Nice.
Get some.
Yeah, the aliens. This is the worst mistake. They dragged Pasternak outside the ship. Now he's really kicking their asses. Awesome. And then Goodman, you're last. Bringing up the rear.
With my sadness. I just try to shoot into the mass. 3 kills.
Nice. So between Pasternak and Goodman, you guys blast.
Okay, I thought Goodman was on 4.
I have him on 1 here. Oh no, sorry, those are kills.
I thought we tied. Yeah.
Yeah, you tied with the Owens, and he's already gone, so we're in the next round.
Yeah, sorry. Never mind. I was looking at his kills.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Cheeky, getting double kills, Eric. How dare you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to do the thing again where I'm attacking, but since I have one of you out exposed, dangling outside, I'm gonna specifically try to get you.
Okay.
So kills.
But we got rid of one of the tokens, right? I got rid of one of the tokens.
Oh yeah, you did. Sorry.
Down to 1 token left.
Yep, down to 1 token.
All right.
I'm gonna try to take you with me if I can.
It's fair. It's fair.
And everyone else is fighting, or no. Lucille and Young are rescuing the.
I'm saving my civilian. Sorry.
Okay, so you are rolling FA if you're shooting Strosh, and Lucille is also rolling FA.
So even out the back, should I try to pick up the civilian?
Yeah, I think you should.
You want to ratchet out your harness,
or are they just ratcheting it out for me?
I was actually going to say there's a good chance that the seal just like puts a couple rounds, and I'm actually going to dive in there and go get the person.
Well, you get to roll NFA for that, Josh. So that's the
She's
good.
a scared human in a locker. I mean, we're asking a lot of this human.
Yeah, we are. Well, we're doing a lot
of this. Rebecca. Sorry, I should stop calling her human. All right, let's. No,
that's just your sociopathy, your sociopathic tendencies coming out.
I don't think that it's even sociopathic. It's just as a human being in a situation where everything's blowing up and you're scared and you're hiding in a small place, doing all of the processing in a small place in the dark to like open doors and get out and run past a bunch of aliens and jump on a flying dropship is more than I would expect of anyone. So if I want to,
I think that's asking too much. Yeah.
Yeah, right. I'm going in.
Yeah, but I'm saying I'm already outside. You want me to pick her up?
I mean, are you volunteering, Pasternak?
Are you volunteering me?
No, because I am stupid and I do all this shit by myself.
Okay.
That's why I love you.
I'm not used to being ranked officer yet. I should be giving orders, but I'm not quite there yet. So I'm gonna.
All right, in that case, I'm fighting.
Okay, now Morgan, if you want, because your fictional positioning is strange. You could roll NFA if you want to detach and like be with Young and like be her rear guard or whatever. That's a thing you could try, or you can just stay and fight the aliens on the top.
I think I'm just gonna cover her from hanging outside, and so I have a better access to the hole that we're making.
Gotcha. All right,
that's great.
So I am then in that case I am still targeting you.
Yep.
Okay, so aliens. Oh no! The aliens do not succeed.
Shame.
My last chance.
Shame, aliens.
My last chance. I was gonna get one. Gonna get a Marine.
I saved my humans.
Oh, it's the last one. Do I want to cancel?
No.
What do you need to cancel?
Wait.
There's nothing to cancel.
Well, the idea here is I don't want Pasternak has more kills than me.
Yes, but you by the fact that you are going first, you're going to take out that last alien and get the
that's true.
Last alien suit.
That's true. Pasternak is not going to get to roll kills because the token.
What's the current tally, John? Because this is actually an important moment for me.
You serious? Okay.
It is. Pasternak has 22.
I got 18, I think.
Wait, you do?
Yeah. I think that four of them belongs to me.
Yeah.
I think maybe that math was.
Wait, you had 9 last session, Morgan, right?
Right, and I just got. I had 8 last session. I got 1, and I got a 9 just now.
Oh, I thought you got 4 and 9.
No, I think I got that 4.
I've only had 1s because
right.
Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah.
So, all right, let me update then.
By my tally, I have 18.
You do have 18. That is correct.
And I'm trailing with
Eric, you
so
have,
seriously.
right? You have 17.
Oh, cool. Well, my number was up. Oh, cool. I thought I had 16. Awesome. Well,
you got that 4. You have 12, 4, and 1. So that's 17.
I think Strash has something like
14, 15.
I'm at 15. I'm 15 on planet.
15. Wow.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
So it's close in the running.
Yeah, you're right.
So technically, if I get a 6, I would be beating you.
What do you have?
You are currently
17. I needed 6 to be 20. To be 22, I need to roll a 6. Get 23 kills.
No. So okay, my tally was wrong. Pasternak has 18. You have 17. Young has 15.
Oh, that's way better. Okay,
yes.
Hell yeah. Then, I'm not canceling the rolls. What am I talking about? Of course I'm taking these last kills. Yeah, 3 more kills.
All right, that takes you to 20.
Son of a bitch.
Yep.
Oh, I love the idea that you were lining up your shots and I stole them from you. Oh, I love it.
Oh, even better. Like because they're all like not all, but like a group of them are targeting Pasternak. I think it's like doubly insulting, right? Like they swarm over him and those 3 kills are you're like ding ding ding, like pick them off.
Now I will point out a thing. Morgan, you could easily call weakness.
No, I can't anymore because I'm a corporal and he is a private.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, you could literally use one of your powers to like kill the token thing.
I could use one of my weaknesses, but then I don't have a chance to advance and rank or anything. You're right. It's there are other mechanical.
All right, all good.
Yep. Nope. This is just Goodman's day. Just squeaked it out. Yeah. So while that's happening, that like I think that like fades into the background. The camera sees Goodman like fire Elric and blast the aliens off of Pasternak. As Lucille's like doing this broad turn to give you like she's like not stalling, but she kind of almost comes to a stop there. So your momentum isn't insane when you leap across. She sort of like pitches you onto the platform. And she fired her cannon to like open holes in the hull. So maybe it's happening at the same time where she like pitches you land on a piece of broken metal, and then as you start to move forward, an autocannon shot comes over your shoulder and like opens a hole in the wall, and sparks are flying and there's wreckage, and you step through with the smoke billowing everywhere, and there's a frightened technician looking out between the slats of a tool box as Young is lit by explosions behind her. And she's like, Do you say anything to her? You just grab her?
I pop the door open and I say, "Cavalry's here."
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, so that's one of the last shots is her like reaching out and taking your armored hand as you pull, and then we cut to the facility receding in the distance, being swarmed by bat things and the 2 drop ships boosting, and they hit the booster rockets to get back to orbit and go blasting past the camera back into space. Nice. Rescued Rebecca. Making notes for the post-action debrief. Actually, you rescued 2 technicians.
Yeah, and Carson.
Well, Carson and Rebecca. We didn't find Patrick.
Did not find
We definitively can say that Patrick was not alive. Because the scanners told me that the only thing anywhere on the station that was humanoid was Rebecca.
That is true.
And I didn't even find bodies, so I don't know if he fell out or what happened to him.
Patrick confirmed MIA is what I'll put.
Confirmed MIA.
You did not find his body, so you don't know for sure that he's dead, but he is confirmed missing. Cool. We're very close to a break, so maybe that's a good...
wonderfully bureaucratic military language of confirmed MIA.
That's right. We are absolutely positive that we have no idea where he is.
Awesome. All right, don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a couple minutes for the third and final part here of 316. See you on the other side.